Welcome everyone. Based on countless hours of research and independent studies, today's video, we are going to check out the top 10 best smartwatches. I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability, and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these smartwatches, you can check out the description and the comment section below. Okay, so let's get started with the video. At number 1, we have S928 Sports Watch. If you are looking for a great smartwatch that does not cost a lot of money, the S928 Sports Watch might be a great option. It is one of the cheapest smartwatch on my list, and while I am normally adamant when it comes to testing such items, it intrigued me to the core. The watch is designed rather simply, and instead of having a fancy display or high resolution, it uses a simple, monochromatic display. Honestly, I do not mind that at all. Smartwatches are all about being simplistic in my opinion, and the S928 Sports Watch does a great job at that. The S928 is a decent smartwatch for Android. It is inexpensive, works as it is supposed to, and does not come with unnecessary features that can drain the battery. At number 2, we have Ticwatch E. You may not have ever heard of Ticwatch, and that's because it's a relatively small and new brand to the smartwatch world. This is one of the cheapest watches on this list, and it's well worth your attention. That's mostly because of the low price, and the fact everything works really well. We also love the Ticwatch E for its built-in GPS, accurate heart rate sensor and great design. All of the fitness features you'd expect are here. You can even use it without having to take your phone out while you exercise, but you won't be able to receive phone calls, like on the Apple Watch 3. The design is premium, but it won't be for everyone, so be sure to properly study the photos above, and in our review to work out if it's built for you. At number 3, we have Samsung Gear S3. For years, Samsung Gear series of smartwatches have been dominating the market for all the right reasons. This is what happens when you take clever marketing and amazing products in order to combine them together. The Gear S3 is definitely one of my favorite smartwatches. Right out of the box, you can tell that the S3 is a top smartwatch. Released earlier this year, the S3 focuses on everything that was right in the previous versions, and adds even more features than before. Sure, I know it costs comparatively higher than some of the other options on the list, but it is okay. Starting off, the build quality is extremely pleasing, with premium quality materials used throughout the construction. The watch definitely feels like a fashion statement as much as it feels like a premium smartwatch. At number 4, we have Motorola Moto 360 Sport. To this very day, the original Moto 360 remains among the list of my favorite smartwatches. The understated and minimalistic design is something to die for. After several years, I am looking at the Motorola Moto 360 Sport, a newly released version that is more suitable for sporty users. I am glad to see that Motorola is still following the design language of the original Moto 360 with some minor tweaks here and there. This was one of my biggest concerns when Lenovo acquired Motorola a few years ago, but after seeing the Moto 360 Sport, it is no longer there. The 360 Sport drifts away and does not present itself as something fancy, and while it is built for people who prefer to remain active and enjoy sports a lot, there is nothing that will stop an average consumer from using this. At number 5, we have Xiaomi Amazfit. Xiaomi has been one of the best companies out on the market, releasing some fantastic budget-friendly products. Their smartphones, as well as other accessories, have always been budget-friendly. Today, I am looking at their take on a smartwatch. The Xiaomi Amazfit is here to see if it can find its place. I love how Xiaomi designs their products, making them look and feel high-end. For the most part, they do use high-end components and materials. This removes any doubt as to whether or not the overall quality is good. The Amazfit is carrying a nice design and build quality as well. It is just the right amount of classy with flashy elements, and I do not mind it at all. It uses the same trends reflective display that is becoming more and more common in the majority of smartwatches that come out. At number 6. We have Huawei Watch 2. In my opinion, Huawei is one of the companies that tried to make the smartwatches relevant by perfectly mixing the design elements of traditional watches with the advanced features of smartwatches. The Huawei Watch 2 is a testament to what they have achieved. The Huawei Watch 2 comes with Android Wear 2.0. The OS is a huge improvement over the original Android Wear, and definitely has a lot more features than the original did. I realize how it is important for all the watches to be comfortable and lightweight enough to wear, and the Huawei Watch 2 nails it. The watch can be worn the entire day without feeling uneasy or too much to handle. Considering how the watch comes at a higher cost as compared to the other watches, it is only fair that you get good amount of options. At number 7. We have ASUS ZenWatch 3. ASUS may not be doing well in the smartphone industry, but the same can be said about how well they are doing with their series of smartwatches that they have been bringing out in the market for the past couple of years. ZenWatch series is one of my favorite smartwatch series, and for all the right reasons. It looks good. I trust ASUS when it comes to the hardware, and it because it is one of the few smartwatches that are looking into the future rather than focusing on being simplistic. The ZenWatch 3 is one of the few smartwatches in the market that come with a nearly bezel-less design. This goes to show how ASUS is preparing for the future, and honestly, I love it. The watch has all the style elements you would want from a modern-day smartwatch, and it is comfortable to wear. At number 8. We have Ticwatch S. Ticwatch is back again for our 7th entry. This time it's the Ticwatch S, which is remarkably similar to the Ticwatch E we've mentioned above. The differences are limited, but this watch is a tiny bit heavier and a little larger because it comes with a thicker bezel around the sides to show you the exact time. There's also a different strap on this version that comes with the GPS sensor inside. The makers of the Ticwatch claim this is more accurate than when it's inside the watch casing, but we didn't see any major differences. It does mean you can't swap out the band on the Ticwatch S like you can on the Ticwatch E, and that's a big shame. At number 9. We have Garmin Fenix 3. Garmin is a company that is known for their top-of-the-line GPS technology that we have seen in so many different fields. So it was generally an exciting thing for me when I got the Garmin Fenix 3, one of company brilliant smartwatches. I can tell right away that this watch is amazing. The Garmin Fenix 3 can easily be called the holy grail of smartwatches, simply because it comes loaded with features that you would want from a high-end smartwatch. It has a big, beautiful, and bright display. On top of that, you also get a hard-wearing body. In case you are not aware, the body can take some abuse and still hold up, thanks to Garmin's choice of premium materials. At number 10, we have KingWear KW88. The last watch on the list is rather unusual. That is because it is not from some high-profile manufacturer. As a matter of fact, it is from a Chinese company called KingWear. I found the KingWear KW88 while doing a research on smartwatches, and it intrigued me so much that I decided to examine. I make sure there are no expectations whenever I am reviewing a product, a lot like several of my readers. I was surprised when I realized that the watch is actually a lot better than I thought it would be. I can say that the KingWear KW88 is definitely the best smartwatch that can be purchased for under $100.